Hey everybody, welcome back to the Light Side Music Reactions. Today we are reacting to the Grateful Dead. A while back I posted a reaction that I did to their live performance from Woodstock, and the Secret Jewish Space Laser 9959 commented, "Thanks for doing some Dead. Unfortunately, Woodstock was one of their worst performances. Try this if you're interested in hearing what they can actually do." And he gave me a link. So I didn't want to click on it because that would spoil it for me, and I want to react to it with you guys watching. So here we go. We're going to check out, I don't even know what song this is, but we'll find out in a minute. This is the Grateful Dead. Oh, it's a 32-minute video. I'm not going to listen to this whole thing in one reaction. Looks like this first song's Truckin'. Yep. He's naming some cities. All right, I'm going to pause this for a second. From the title on this, it looks like this is from May the 19th, 1974, a live concert in Portland, Oregon. This video, in fact, there's go to the link in the description, and you can listen to this entire video that I'm reacting to. I'm not going to react to the whole thing here. But it looks like Truckin' and Not Fade Away are the two songs that they've got listed on here. Let's see, the description here says there's a total of 4 songs in the video. Truckin', and the second one it shows is Jam, live at Portland Memorial Coliseum, Pacific Northwest 73, and it doesn't say what the other 2 are. Okay, but anyway, it will be Not Fade Away, be one of them, and the third one, probably that Jam includes 2 different songs, I'll bet. Alright, let's pull up the lyrics here and take a look at what we got. This is Truckin' by the Grateful Dead. Okay, here we go, 1970. Because it's really hard to follow the lyrics in there. It's like real fast, tongue twister sort of thing. I would have trouble doing that. And this is a live performance, so a lot of times you trip over your words doing live performances. But it sounded like you were doing pretty good there. The only thing I could make out of the verses was the word truckin', and then they listed a lot of cities in there. But let's go ahead and take a look. Truckin', got my chips cashed in, keep truckin' like the Doodah Man. What's the Doodah Man? I don't know what that is. Together, more or less. Oh, okay. That's from the Crumb comics, I'll bet. There's an old comic strip from the 1960s or 70s by an artist named Crumb, and it says "Keep on trucking," and it shows this guy, walking, and he's got the big feet, sort of thing. If I remember correctly, they called him the Doodah Man. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, trucking, got my chips cashed in, keep trucking like the Doodah Man. Together, more or less in line, just keep trucking on. Okay, now we get to the first verse. Arrows of neon and flashing marquees out on Main Street. Chicago, New York, Detroit, and it's all on the same street. Your typical city involved in typical daydream. Hang it up and see what tomorrow brings. All right, so this is probably one of those songs you play live and you You intentionally write it with a bunch of cities named in it so that you can do shout outs, and every time you name somebody's city where they're from, they cheer and sort of, go wild. It's like, yeah, that's me. Okay, Dallas got a soft machine. Soft machine. Would that be like a soft serve machine, like soft serve ice cream? Houston, too close to New Orleans. New York got the ways and means, but just won't let you be. Okay, so apparently maybe they've had some troubles in New York, or maybe it's not even a personal testimony sort of thing, but just like in general. Like nowadays, you got a lot of, you go to New York City and there's like a ton of restrictions and stuff that you don't have in the other cities. So maybe that's what they're referring to. They got the ways and means to make it in New York. They say, if I can make it there, I can make it anywhere. That's probably wise, because there's so many restrictions, so many laws and regulations, and it just, it's not like the other places around the world. Most of the cats that you meet on the streets speak of true love. Most of the time, they're sitting and crying at home. One of these days, they know they got to get going, out the door, and down to the street all alone. Okay. Are they saying this is a good thing or a bad thing? People speak of true love, but most of the time they're sitting and crying at home. At first, that sounds to me like they're saying that the road life is better. And, we've heard many songs that say the opposite. Think of Journey. What's the song they do? Journey song. Oh, with the road is no place to start a family. Faithfully, by Journey. It's one of those songs where it talks about the road not being all it's cracked up to be, and I wish I was back home with the people that I love. Same thing, Bon Jovi's song, Bed of Roses. I'm out on the road, making a living, but I wish I was back at home. But Grateful Dead, they've got a different take on it. They think it's better to be out on the streets, apparently, than to be sitting at home talking about true love. One of these days, they know they got to get going out the door, down to the street all alone. Is that saying that it's better for them if they get going and hit the street like a rambling man, like the Allman Brothers would sing? Lord, I'm a rambling man. I can't remember exactly how that goes. I'll have to check that out sometime too. Or are they saying it's a sad reality? One of these days they're going to get going out the door and down to the street all alone. It's a sad thing because your lady's going to leave you, and she's going to get the house and the car and all that kind of stuff, and you're going to be out on the street all alone, so you might as well get trucking now. Either way, it's kind of a cynical outlook, I think. Anyway, back into the chorus. Truckin', like the doodah man once told me, you got to play your hand. Sometimes the card ain't worth a dime if you don't lay them down. So you got to play your cards. If you don't lay down your cards, it's no good. That's not always necessarily true. Sometimes you bluff. Okay, sometimes the light's all shining on me, other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me what a long, strange trip it's been. Oh, I've heard that phrase before. Reportedly, those were Jerry Garcia's last words. I don't know if it's true or not. It might be an urban legend, but since that's a line from one of their songs, probably didn't, it's not something that you come up with on the last minute to quote one of your songs as you're dying, but maybe he planned that in advance or something like that, but that's the rumor. What in the world ever became of Sweet Jane? She lost her sparkle. She ain't the same. Living on reds, vitamin C and cocaine. All a friend can say is, ain't it a shame? Yeah, see, that's what happens when you hit the road and you live the wild life. You end up on all these things, these censored for YouTube. Just living a lifestyle that's dangerous and deadly and just as self-destructive. And so that's why I would argue against the position they seem to be sending here, that trucking is the best lifestyle. Unless, you're a truck driver sort of thing, delivering goods. I'm all for that. But, talking about going on the road and not settling down and having a family sort of thing, that it's better to just live a wild lifestyle, going out partying, living the stereotypical sex, drugs, and rock and roll type of lifestyle. But all a friend can say is, ain't it a shame? And that's the truth, because that lifestyle is just so self-destructive. Trucking up to Buffalo, I've been thinking you got to mellow slow. Takes time, you pick a place to go, and just keep trucking on. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into it. With not being able to follow the lyrics, I'm not sure exactly how far we are into the song. But let's just go ahead and listen to some more. I really like their harmonies, the way they blend together. The tenor's louder than the lead, typically. But it works. It's a good mix. There we go, Sweet Jane. There's the verse I just... Ooh, a little bit of trip there. Yeah, it had a little bit of catch there in the drums, and the whole band did it, so it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't an accident. They did it on purpose. So that was kind of cool. Right there at the end of that chorus, or the end of the verse going into the chorus, it sounded like. But musically, they sound fantastic. And for a live performance, like I said, their vocals are tight. Their harmonies are really cool. And even the mix in the board, like the vocal mix, like I said, typically you like to hear the lead singer kind of overpower the other vocalists. But in this case, and also in some bluegrass, you've got the tenor that really stands out in old-fashioned country. And they're doing that here. They've got the tenor, which is louder than the others, and it works because it's giving you that vibe, that old style. And it's working really well. Let's go ahead and get back into it. All right, let's get back into it. I dropped my phone. You can see a crack there on it, so I'm going to have to get a new phone to replace this one now. But anyway, let's get back into it. Sorry, I had to change locations too. My phone was overheating, so I changed locations. Phone died on me. Let's try it again. All right, there's that line again. What a long, strange trip it's been. Okay, let's see. Trucking up to Buffalo, been thinking you got to mellow slow. Takes time, you got a place to go, and just keep trucking on. All right, you truckers out there, keep trucking. Keep doing your thing. The ones of you that are out there, driving trucks for a living and getting the goods to where they go, that supply chain that we all rely on. This one's for you, truckers. All right, let's see. Sitting and staring out the hotel window. Got a tip they're going to kick the door in again. I'd like to get some sleep before I travel, but if you warrant, I guess you got to come in. Oh, I guess got the police knocking on the door again. Wonder what that's about. Busted down on Bourbon Street. Set up like a bowling pin. All right, so not necessarily did something wrong, but got set up for it. Knocked down. It gets to wearing thin. They just won't let you be. Okay, this might be another thing to New York, reference to New York. They're talking about is they got the ways and means, but just won't let you be. You're sick of hanging around. You'd like to travel. Get tired of traveling and you want to settle down. There you go. That's what I was talking about. I guess they can't revoke your soul for trying. Get out the door and light out and look all around. Sometimes the light's all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me what a long, strange trip it's been. All right, so sometimes the light's shining down on you. You're in the spotlight. You know, this is a musician's life when you're touring and out on the road all the time. Sometimes that light, that bright light, shining down on you, and you're on the top of the world. But other times I can barely see. And lately, it occurs to me what a long, strange trip it's been. And so, not always what it's cracked up to be. All right, let's finish her out. Now he's trucking home, heading home. The song's got a great groove to it. Just a long jam is basically what this song is. It seems simple, but it's not. It's complicated. There's a lot of really complicated stuff to put in this song musically. Listen to that lead. Ooh! Harmony on the lead guitar. Sweet. Woo! Going on the hi-hat, the cymbal. They're free birding it. Gonna stretch out that ending. Drummer's getting a little fancy there. Ooh, switched it up. It's like you're going into another song. I'll bet that's what they're doing, going into their second song. All right, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to go ahead and fade this out and end the song with that. We're 11 minutes in and the song's still going. You know, for a YouTube reaction, I can't just keep playing the entire musical thing without stopping. And I really got no commentary on that music other than it's fantastic. But let's take a look at these final lyrics here. Truckin', I'm going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, sit down and patch my bones. And get back trucking on. So he's going to head back home. But then he's getting ready to go back out trucking again. All right. So, great song. Thank you for recommending it for me. Yeah, this is a lot better than that performance I reacted to from Woodstock. Of course, Woodstock, I can't really fault them for that because it seems like a lot of that was due to technical problems that they were having. I saw a documentary also on Woodstock where they talked about how they were having some technical difficulties when the Grateful Dead went up on stage. And so that accounted for a lot of the problems that they had with that performance. But this is a great performance. Really does show, like the commenter, the guy that requested this song, said, really showcases what they can actually do. So Grateful Dead, great band. Didn't really listen to a lot of them growing up, and so it's good for me to go back and listen to some of their stuff now. And so I really enjoyed it. Message of the song ended up being kind of a positive thing, to where it was kind of balanced. The guy narrating the song, he apparently liked the spotlight and going out on the road and that lifestyle. Going out and getting under the spotlight, but sometimes you just feel like you want to go back home again. And sometimes you need to go back home to recharge your batteries and then be with the ones that you love and then head back out on the road again. Basically, that's the lifestyle that he loves. It's his life. It's what he lives to do. And he misses his home sometimes, but trucking, being out on the road, is where he belongs. And so for all you truckers out there watching, this one's for you, this video. Keep on trucking, like I said, and keep on doing what you do. And I just hope that you all enjoy what you're doing as you're bringing home the bacon. And when you get back home, there's somebody waiting for you to help you recharge your batteries and let you know that somebody's waiting there for you, that home is a place where you can go back to. Who says you can't go home? All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this reaction, hit the like button, comment down below, and give me recommendations on other music you'd like to see me react to. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when we add new content. Thank you for watching the Light Side Music Reactions. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.